Hey, today we're going to read the Mickey, Minnie, and the Gingerbread House. Hope you enjoy it. Once upon a time there lived a poor apprentice named Mickey. He worked for the village blacksmith. The work was hard and the blacksmith was very mean. The only reason Mickey stayed was because he was in love with Minnie, who lived next door. Minnie was also very poor. She worked for the baker, who was just as angry and mean as the blacksmith. The blacksmith and the baker had once been wealthy and kind, but a witch had stolen their hearts along with their fortunes. Now they made Mickey and Minnie work very long hours. They never seemed happy with anything. Mickey and Minnie remembered how nice the blacksmith and the baker had been and kept hoping they would be again, but nothing changed. One day Mickey came up with a plan. He asked Minnie to run away with him, and she agreed. Mickey promised her that their lives would be much better. That night Mickey and Minnie stole away from their homes. They trudged through the forest for hours and hours. They were very tired and very hungry. They were about to stop and rest when Minnie saw something in the distance. "Look, Mickey!" Minnie exclaimed. "A cottage!" As they got closer, Mickey and Minnie both gasped. The house was made of gingerbread. "Do you think we could eat part of it?" Minnie wondered. "I'm so hungry." "Sure," said Mickey, tasting a piece of the windowsill. It was made of sugar. He eagerly took another bite. Then the cottage door squeaked open and a smiling old woman stepped out. Come in. You must be tired and hungry," she said kindly, ushering them in with a warm, friendly smile. That night the old woman made the most wonderful meal the two apprentices had ever tasted. There was turkey and fresh vegetables, followed by all sorts of cakes and pies. As soon as they were done, she gave them seconds. And as soon as they had finished those, she gave them thirds. The enormous meal made their stomachs full and happy, and their eyelids grew very heavy and tired. "You must be sleepy," the old woman said. "Won't you please be my guest and rest here tonight?" She took them up to a cozy bedroom and tucked each of them into a comfortable bed. Before they knew it, Mickey and Minnie were fast asleep. But as soon as Mickey woke up the next morning, he knew something was very wrong. He was locked in an iron cage, and Minnie had been put to work mixing dough in the kitchen. The old woman, who had seemed so gentle the night before, had become bitter and cruel. She wagged a finger at Mickey and crackled, "Once I've fattened you up, you will make a tasty pie." Mickey couldn't believe it. The woman had tricked them. She was really a mean old witch. "Get to work. Knead that dough," the witch yelled at Minnie. Then, as soon as Minnie was finished, the woman ordered her to do something else. "Light the oven," she hollered. Minnie had never done that before. "The baker always lit the oven herself," she told the witch. "Ah, yes, the baker," the old woman said, laughing. There was a wicked gleam in her eye. "Do she and the blacksmith miss their fortune and their hearts very much?" she asked. "You're the witch who stole the kindness and fortune from the blacksmith and the baker," Minnie cried. Minnie knew she had to do something. She waited until the witch's back was turned. Then she ran up and pushed her from behind. The witch fell into the cold oven, and Minnie quickly slammed the door. Minnie hurried to free Mickey, and together they shoved the table up against the oven door. With the witch safely trapped inside, they could get away at last. But first they went into the witch's attic and found the hearts and fortunes that she had stolen from the blacksmith and the baker. They hurried home and returned everything to the blacksmith and the baker, who were overjoyed. And so the baker, the blacksmith, Mickey, and Minnie all lived happily ever after with glad hearts and good fortune.